G'day viewers, welcome back to another video. Prospector Pete here. Today I'm going to be scrapping this Nintendo 3DS. I've never seen inside one of these. I have no clue what they're like. I can already see a bit of gold there. It doesn't look very easy to pull apart. The only screws I can see is two there and two there. It's got a memory chip in it. I don't know if these chips are worth anything, if they're worth selling. I know that generally whenever you're scrapping something you should always try and sell it first. I looked on eBay and this particular one in flame red is selling for $150. However, that has the charger and everything with it. This one doesn't have a charger and it won't turn on, so it's probably flat and I can't see if it works or not. Without the charger on eBay they're selling for like $5 or $10. I know that's still probably more than worth the gold that it might get out of it, but then I've got to package it, post it, and I'm not even going to worry about that. I'd rather just get the MLCCs and the gold, maybe some silver. We'll see. So there's no screws anywhere in here, no screws on the back, just this one panel here. They're not screws there, I thought they might have been, but they're not. So I'll take this back panel off and see what's in there. So the panel came off pretty easily, and I think down in these holes here there's some screws. So I'll get into that. I've got to take this battery out. It's more likely going to be some gold connecting tabs there. The memory card has gold in it. This is just like any other memory chip. There's gold fingers there, and sometimes they come up to, say, where the top of my thumbnail is, depending on the chip. But that's a nice, looks like a good quality coating, because some of the ones I've seen there are light gold. This is very dark. So I'd say it's a nice thick coating on there. I'll bust that open in a minute and have a look. But I've got to get these screws open and work my way into this thing. Well, I undid all the screws. There was little screws in all those holes. I took the battery out. You can see there's some nice gold pins in there where the battery went in. I still can't work out how to get this open, even though I've taken all the screws out. So it might need a bit of persuasion. The battery has some gold tabs, as usual for these sort of batteries, and there's usually some more else ICs on there as well, but I'll bust that open and show you. The memory chip, quite a nice chip actually. Apart from the fingers, there is some other little bits of gold all over the board, and there's that nice big IC chip plus a small one, and then on the back there's also some gold. That's quite a nice little board, so happy with that one. So now this thing, I need to persuade it to open for me. Once I opened up this little compartment here, I was able to get my screwdriver in there and lift the whole section off. And that compartment is for another memory chip. This is the standard sort that I'm used to seeing. I'll break that open in a minute. Let's see what we got here. I can already see some ICs. Looks like in front of my thumb there at the end of that ribbon there looks to be some gold on the board, some more ICs or BJs. This box here, I don't know what's in there, I'll have to have a look. There's more gold on the board. There's those pins for the battery, and those pins in there would be for the charging unit, the cord that used to go on there. Nice bit of gold there on the board. and here, another ribbon cable there, we probably have some gold on it. And I don't know what's under that square white section, so I'll start undoing some more screws and have a look. Alright, so those two little ribbon wires have got gold. Pick it up and show you, they're pretty small. There's gold pins on the very ends of them, so it's hard to get focused. Yeah, there's gold on those, and this little board here has a little IC chip with some gold in that white section, and that came off here somewhere. There's a little ribbon wire there that you can see with gold on the end of it. That came out of that plug right in front of my thumb there. And this white section was only the what do you call it, the joystick. So I'll open that up and I expect to see some silver contacts in there maybe. And this little ribbon wire is probably going to have some gold pins on the end of it. All very small. I wouldn't say I'm going to be rich off this thing, but it's exciting nonetheless. I've never opened one of these before. Simple ICs. And there's a lot of MLCCs I meant to say. So I'll be getting those off as well. Can't see any more screws anywhere, so it may be time to pry things open with the screwdriver and wire clippers. I'll try and be as delicate as I can because I want to dismantle it in one piece if I can. Yeah, I'll have a look. I was going to do that, the memory chip too. Inside the memory chip, you see in front of my thumb on the tip of those pins there's some gold. The backs of those other pins don't seem to have gold. There's gold on this side. It doesn't surprise me for Lexar. They're not one of the most expensive ones, but this is pretty standard for the inside of a memory chip. This is what I'm used to seeing. Now to get into this thing. Okay, so I got inside the compartment where that memory chip went, and there's a nice IC in there, or is it a BGA? I can't see. BGA, I think. Yeah, BGA. And you can see there's some more pins where that ribbon cable goes onto. The bit square of gold under there, and this thing pops out of the side. It could be, I don't know if it's a switch or buttons. A switch, so there might be some silver in there. Not likely. So I've got this off now. And the other side of this thing we have, wow, a nice bit of gold all over that. There'll be gold pins in there. There should be some gold under these buttons. And on that side as well. MLCCs, BGAs. Another little switch on the side there. Switches there. I'm not going to try and pull those apart right now, they're too small. Very nice board. I'm impressed. I still want to get inside there and inside this box here. But as for the unit, that's all for the back half. Now I'm just going to get into the screen. I don't know how to do that, so I have to bust it. There's not a screw inside that I can see. So anyway, I'll start with this first. I'll get into that little black box here, and I'll open this up and see what's in there. Inside where that memory chip was, there's a little bit of gold on the tips of those pins. Sorry, the lighting's not so great. You can see it's just on the tip there. Inside here, there's some gold pins. Just the tip of those is gold. And then under this thing, it's like 2 layers. So I get a nice, what's that? MLCs, no, it's my eyes are failing me as I'm getting older. Looks like an IC chip of some sort. So that was down on there like that. And then this one was on top of it. It's fallen off now. I tried to leave it in place. It's got some nice gold inside it. So that was on there. So there'll be nice gold on this little part there where the wire joined and some gold pins there. And I suspect under this bit of tin in front of my finger here would be some IC chips or a BGA chip of some sort. So that's this board finished. As for the screen, there could be some gold on that ribbon where it joins the screen. There's 2 ribbons there. There's usually a little bit of gold in there. I'll crack this open and take the tin off the back of it and see what we got. I'm going to take those little tabs off here too, there and on the other side. Well, I got in there, took the tin off the back of it, and that ribbon looks pretty bad. There's not much on there at all. No gold on there that I can see. Only what would have been joined into the board on the other side. There's nothing into that. This board here, taking those things off the buttons, it's a sticker, and some nice gold there and there. I'm impressed with this board, how much gold's on there. I know it looks like a lot, it's not really much, but it's just impressive to look at. And considering a lot of boards don't have anything, there is some nice MLCCs, which is good. I'm collecting those at the moment. There's quite a few on there. So you don't often see too much gold on boards these days. More MLCCs in there. I'm impressed. The only thing to look at now is behind that screen. And it's going to take a bit of convincing with wire clippers to open that. So there's nothing a bit of persuasion doesn't fix. Now I've got a tiny bit of gold there and some pins there. A lot of these ribbons, wherever they join somewhere, they're going to have gold on them, based on what I've seen so far. There's a screw there, I think, to take this panel off, so I'll have to look at that one. Under here, I didn't see anything special. Don't know what that does. There could be some, yeah, there'll be some gold on this pin here, this board. That looks like it might be a camera. I don't know. I don't know anything about these games. I don't know if they have cameras or what. The speaker there. I'll try and get these ribbons up and see what we've got under there. But the screen, which is here, is not going to have anything special. It'll be just like the bottom one. But there might be some gold on the ends of these ribbons, and see what I can get up and take that screw out of there. Oh, that's a dismal card, that one. A tiny little bit of square of gold there and the fingers on the tip of these ribbons. That's it. There's not much in there at all. But then, you know, little screens like this don't usually have a lot. Don't you hate that? I was making the video and then my phone rang, so video was suspended while I was on the call, and now I can't remember what I was up to. So I think I was talking about the back of the screen, how there's not much in there. And I took out that screw that was holding this thing in here. It's just holding the speaker in, speaker that side, speaker that side. These ribbons don't have much on them at all. Nothing. The only good part of this is the board. So that's it. It's all pulled apart. Now I've just got to salvage all this and get the bits off. It was interesting to me because I'd never done one before, so I hope it was interesting to you guys as well. Sorry it's only a short video, but it's only a small item. Anyway, hope you're impressed with this as I am. That board's alright. So for now, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments, like and subscribe and all that sort of jazz. And I'll try and get another video up soon. Bye.